Welcome back. Well, it's commonly referred to as a trap game when one team that is expected to win looks ahead to another game and ends up stumbling against an inferior opponent. The BG Falcons said earlier in the week that they were not looking past one-win Kent and ahead to Northern Illinois. Let's see if they were telling the truth. Coach Clausen and the gang on the road today. Middle of the third quarter, we go BG down 10-6, and in the red zone, Matt Schultz rolling out, but he is picked off by Luke Wallet, a golden opportunity wasted by the Falcons. To the start of the fourth quarter, however, BG getting the ball back. Off a punt, Eugene Cooper back to field, but it goes off his foot. Kent State recovers. They will go on to score a touchdown a few plays later, and that makes it 17-6. Falcons down, but not out. Schultz drops back, finds a wide-open Kamar Jordan for a 52-yard score. They do miss a two-point conversion. It's 17-12 after both teams exchange field goals. Last chance for BG, 15 seconds left. Schultz, he coughs the ball up. Picked up by Kent State. They run it in for the score, and BG's hopes of a MAC title all but dashed with a 27-15 loss.
And follow up on it. You know, it's kind of fool's gold. You know, that you have a big win like that, and you know, maybe players thought they arrived. I don't care who you play. If you don't cash in when you have your opportunities, you're going to lose the football game.
We was put in the driver's seat last week after beating Temple to win a MAC title, and now our road going to get a little tougher now, but I guess we got to deal with the consequences and just keep fighting.
Well, if you ask me off the top of my head, who are the last teams Michigan and Ohio State faced this season, it might take me a while to come up with the answer. A lot has happened in college football and in the world of sports since the Wolverines and Buckeyes last suited up 2 weeks ago. But they're back in action today. Michigan hosting Purdue at the Big House. Tie game in the second. Mark Martin breaking through and getting the safety. Michigan takes the lead. Why not? Let's get a highlight for the big guy there. And they'd never give that lead back. In the second half, Fitzgerald Toussaint running wild, cutting through the middle of the defense like a knife through butter. 59 yards all the way to the house at the Big House. Wolverines rolling this one 36-14. A wild one going on at the Horseshoe right now. Ohio State hosting Wisconsin. They were trailing 7-3 in the third quarter. On the one, Braxton Miller, sick move right there, stopping and then walking into the end zone. Buckeyes go up 10-7. Not even 3 minutes later, OSU threatening again. This time it's Jordan Hall pounding his way into the end zone. Buckeyes go up 17-7. What do we got right now? 33-29. Buckeyes have just taken the lead in the closing seconds. Navy visiting South Bend for their annual game with Notre Dame. Let's go the first quarter. Irish on the board first. His name is Jonas. Jonas Gray with a 4-yard score. The first of many rushing TDs on the day for the Irish. I'll get to that in a second. In the second, up 14-7. Tommy Reese airing it out. Wide open. Michael Floyd. The business takes it in. 56 yards for the score. Irish finished with 7 rushing touchdowns and win in a romp. 56-14, bouncing back from last week's game. Speaking of Notre Dame, the hockey team in town visiting Bowling Green. Scoreless in the first. Andrew Hammond minding the net. Stops not 1, not 2, but 3 shot attempts by Notre Dame. It is 0-0 after the first. Halfway through the second, Mike Fink with a nice wraparound in front of the goal. Hits Ryan Viselli. There he is, his first goal of the season. Viselli celebrating, but Falcons would not celebrate for too long. They end up dropping this one at home. 3-2 is the final. Other hockey scores: Walleye drop one on the road to Chicago 2-0, and the Wings also shut out by the Wild 1-0. Well, tomorrow we'll find out exactly who, where, and when the local high school football teams will be playing in the first round of the playoffs. Today, soccer and volleyball held their district finals. First, let's go over to Perrysburg, where St. Ursula met Central Catholic in D1 volleyball action. First set, Arrows Lauren Graves with a nice block. That wins the set 25-21 for St. Ursula. Set 2, Aaron Williams dropping the hammer down. Arrows take a 16-6 lead. They end up winning that set 25-22. Final set, Maddie Burnham. She was a beast all day. St. Ursula sweeps the Irish 3-0. They're still perfect, and they're moving on to the regionals.
You know, 5 of these kids have started for me since their freshman year, so, you know, we've been together a long time. And then they also played for me when they were 8th graders, so it's really 5 seasons in a row I've been coaching these guys, so yeah, it's been kind of special.
Well, the team was really great, and Central's a great team. It feels great to win, and we worked hard and practiced hard, so the payoff is nice.
Now the Arrows soccer team also in action at Lake. They took on Bowling Green in the D2 final. 9 minutes in, Arrows dominating possession. Allison Farrell sneaks one inside the left side. St. Ursula takes a 1-0 lead. Just 7 minutes later, off a corner kick, it's Megan Raffick. That's called using your head. getting the close range goal. Arrows work the corner to perfection, 2-0. Under 30 seconds left in the half, another Megan David gets the ball with just a little bit of room over the goalie's head. She kicks it. St. Ursula leads 3-0 at half. They go on to win 5-0. Over at Springfield, it was a D1 final between NLL rivals Northview and Anthony Wayne. First half, Generals Taylor Hill with a nice save. That keeps the game scoreless until 22 seconds left in the half. Courtney Hendricks going to sneak one inside the post as well, beating the diving goalie. Wildcats go up 1-0, and that was the game-deciding goal as they advance regionals. On to the boys, D1 at Southview. Cougars hosting St. John's. It would be a scoreless game for much of the first. Off the corner kick, Southview's Brad Brown tries to head it in. It's blocked, but Jared Yoshino there to rebound and put it back in. And Brown with a message to the Titans students. Same score in the second. Keep that in mind. Titans battling back. Evan Lee to Matt Allmeister. He beats the goalie, tying it up. And Allmeister going to return the favor and then add a nice little kiss to the Cougar students at the end. 12 minutes left. Lee sets Allmeister again, but it's Brown that accidentally kicks it into the goal for the Titans. Allmeister gets the goal for them, and they win this one 2-1. St. John's going to the regionals.
St. Francis game was like this, but this was even bigger. This is the biggest game of the season. Everyone's out here cheering us on. It was great.
And finally, the #1 team in the state in Division III, Ottawa Hills, taking on Continental at Central. Tied at 1 in the second half. Brandon Zachary beats his defender and gives the Green Bears, almost like Golden Bears, the Green Bears the lead. 6 minutes later, off the corner kick, Zachary again gets his second goal on the day. Ottawa Hills once trailed 1-0 during this game. They score 5 goals unanswered in the second half, and they advance with a 5-1 win. You can check out our website, northwestohio.com, for a link to full brackets of the playoffs. That's sports. We'll be back in a bit.
We're out of time. Tim McMahon has a Halloween party to go to. Saturday Night Live with Ben Stiller is next. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.